Good morning, class. So today we will be learning about science. Okay. So I hope you have a great day and I hope you have a great day tomorrow as well. Let's start with our science class. I will share my screen and show you a PPT which is based on videos, interaction, Google Forms, and I hope you enjoy this. Yes, so I am from Arihant College of Education. My college name is Arihant College of Education. My name is Manpreet Kaur Gandhi. I will be teaching St. Joseph School, Standard 9th, subject Science. Hope you enjoy my lecture. Before I begin with the topic, I want us to go through a video. And I hope by watching this video, you will be able to guess what our today's topic is going to be. Let's start.
Plants around us. Let us go to a garden. We shall find several plants in a garden.
Yes, all of you, one more thing. Just remove your notebooks, your pen, pencils, and note the plants which we are going to see in this video. And I want you to tell which plants you have seen. Okay?
He is a gardener. He keeps the garden. Let us know what he tells us. Gardener says this is a rose plant. It is a medium-sized plant with a strong woody stem. The rose plant is a shrub. This is a mango tree. We sit under the tree for taking a rest and enjoy its shade after working hard. It has a big and strong stem, which is called a trunk. It is a large-sized plant. This is a beanstalk, and it is a climber. It has a weak stem, and it needs support to grow tall. Let us sit here on the green grass. It has delicate small stems. Grass is a herb. Look at the banana plants. The banana plant is a herb. There are many other plants such as cactus, mushroom, coconut, banyan tree, lotus, etc. Some plants are poisonous. We should not touch such plants. If we touch them, our skin will start itching. Plants are very important for us. They give us food, shelter, medicines, etc. There are various uses for plants. Plants are used in medicines such as tulsi. Plants give us vegetables such as potato, onion, cucumber, and coriander. Plants also give us fruits such as apple, mango, papaya, banana, and orange, etc. The wood of big trees is used to make furniture. The wood of big trees is also used in making vehicles such as boat, cart, etc. The silk plants give us fiber and fabric. The rubber plants give us rubber. Trees and plants keep the air clean. They also affect the rainfall of the area. Plants and trees also provide food and shelter for animals. Some people use plants to make paper. Plants are very important. We must plant more trees so that our environment remains clean. we find certain plants and trees are grown in specific areas as per the climate of that area. The coconut tree is grown on areas near to the sea.
For more entertainment, log on and subscribe to W.
Yes. So I hope you must have guessed our topic for today by watching this video. We know how plants are important to us and how many plants are there. There's so many in number. So henceforth, since there are so many in number, we have decided that our unit for today is going to be classification of plants, under which I will be teaching you what are its bases and how do we classify those plants. Let's begin. So we will be learning about kingdom Plantae and its characteristics. Remember that these are the group of autotrophic living organisms. Autotrophic meaning they can prepare their own food. Okay, they are eukaryotic cells, and cell walls is the group of these plants. They have cell walls. Whereas animal cells, we don't have cell walls. Plant cells, they have cell walls. So plants have become autotrophic as they can perform photosynthesis with a specialized pigment called chlorophyll. So living organisms of kingdom Plantae are the main source of food for all other living organisms. So these are the main source of food for all other living organisms. But I want you to remind about to be sensitive. You should always be sensitive towards our plants and our greenery, our environment, our ecosystem. How important they are to us. How man has become very selfish these days. They have started doing deforestation, cutting the forest, and our environment is getting affected. So we should never do this with our plants. Always remember that. They provide us oxygen, food, shelter, and so many other things. So in order to see this, let us watch a video. Hope you enjoy it.
प्लांट किसे नहीं पसंद? मुझे तो बहुत पसंद है और इसीलिए आज उनके किंगडम को एक्सप्लोर करने का एक अच्छा दिन है। वेल, हमें पता है प्लांट किंगडम प्लांटे में आते हैं, जो किंगडम एनिमेलिया के बाद सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट किंगडम है। चलिए इस किंगडम के जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को जानते हैं। किंगडम प्लांटे के ऑर्गेनिजम्स यूकैरियोटिक हैं। इसका मतलब उनके सेल्स में वेल डिफाइंड न्यूक्लियस और मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड सेल ऑर्गेनेल्स होते हैं और ऑफ कोर्स ये मल्टीसेल्युलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं। प्लांट लोकोमोट नहीं कर सकते और इसीलिए इन्हें सीडेंटरी या नॉन मोटाइल बोलते हैं। अब हम जानते हैं कि सेल वॉल का प्रेजेंस प्लांट सेल का पेक्यूलर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है। पर क्या आपको ये पता है कि सेल वॉल शुगर से बना होता है? वेल, वो शुगर नहीं जो आप घर में यूज करते हैं, वो सुक्रोज है। पर सेल वॉल दूसरे शुगर से बना होता है।
Yes, so remember that cell wall is made up of cellulose. Note this very important point down in your notebooks. Okay, so tell me what is cell wall made up of?
सेल्यूलोज कहते हैं। क्योंकि हमारे प्लैनेट पर बहुत सारे प्लांट्स हैं, अर्थ का सबसे एबंडेंट शुगर सेल्यूलोज है। प्लांट्स अपना फूड खुद प्रिपेयर करते हैं, तो उनका मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन ऑटोट्रॉपिक है। प्लांट के लिए अपना फूड प्रिपेयर करना उनके सेल्स में ग्रीन पिगमेंट क्लोरोफिल के प्रेजेंस की वजह से पॉसिबल है। प्लांट किंगडम बहुत ही डाइवर्स है। इवन ग्रीन एल्गी जो पॉन्ड में ग्रीन कलरेशन का कारण है, वो भी इस किंगडम में इंक्लूड है। सेम किंगडम के ऑर्गेनिजम्स के और भी कई ट्रेट्स हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपके स्कूल ग्राउंड या लॉन की ग्रास सॉइल सरफेस पर ग्रो करती है, और उनके रूट सॉइल सरफेस से ही वाटर एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं। दूसरी तरफ वाइल्ड फिग ट्री की लॉन्ग रूट्स होती हैं जो सॉइल में 400 फीट तक एक्सटेंड करती हैं। कैक्टस जैसे प्लांट डेजर्ट में ग्रो करते हैं और लोटस प्लांट है जिसकी रूट वाटर के अंदर ब्रीथ करती है। अब हमें पता है प्लांट्स हमें फूड और ऑक्सीजन प्रोवाइड करते हैं, लेकिन उनके कई इकोनॉमिक यूजेस भी हैं। प्लांट कई सारे मेडिसिन जैसे पेन किलर, एंटी मलेरियल ड्रग्स और कैंसर क्यूरिंग ड्रग्स के सोर्स हैं। प्लांट्स बहुत तरह के प्रोडक्ट्स भी प्रोड्यूस करते हैं जिनका कमर्शियल यूज होता है, जैसे रबर, रेजिन, गम, टैनिन एक्सेट्रा। और तो और ह्यूमंस ने अपने बेनिफिट के लिए प्लांट्स को और भी कई तरीकों से यूज किया है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वुड की हाइड्रोलिसिस से अल्कोहल मिलता है। जेट्रोफा और कोकोका प्लांट हमें बायोडीजल देते हैं जो एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट बायोफ्यूल है। हमने इवन वर्ल्ड में कई सारे बायोडीजल पेट्रोल पंप सेटअप किए हैं। हालांकि इनके अनलिमिटेड यूजेस हैं, कुछ ऐसे प्लांट्स भी हैं जो हार्मफुल होते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कुछ प्लांट्स के पॉलन ह्यूमंस में सीवियर एलर्जी ट्रिगर करते हैं। अब जबकि हमें पता है प्लांट कितने हार्मफुल और यूजफुल हैं, हम डेफिनेटली उन्हें और एक्सप्लोर करना चाहेंगे, लेकिन हर एक को स्टडी करना पॉसिबल नहीं है क्योंकि अर्थ पर 3.9 मिलियन से भी ज्यादा प्लांट स्पीशीज हैं। प्लांट किंगडम का डाइवर्स होने पर भी उन्हें सिमिलर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स के बेसिस पर स्मॉल ग्रुप्स में सेग्रीगेट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन प्लांट्स को क्लासिफाई करते वक्त स्पेसिफिकली कौन से कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को कंसिडरेशन में लाना चाहिए? वेल, थैंकफुली साइंटिस्ट ने ऑलरेडी ऐसे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स का सेट फाइनलाइज कर लिया है। क्लासिफिकेशन का फर्स्ट क्राइटेरियन है प्लांट का प्लांट पार्ट जैसे कि स्टेम, रूट्स और लीव्स में डिफरेंशिएशन। नेक्स्ट क्राइटेरियन है स्पेशल टिश्यूज यानी जाइलम और फ्लोएम का प्रेजेंस और एब्सेंस जो वाटर और फूड के कंडक्शन में हेल्प करते हैं। कुछ प्लांट्स हैं जो सीड्स वियर नहीं करते हैं, तो नेक्स्ट क्राइटेरियन जो चूज किया वो है सीड्स वियर करने की एबिलिटी। सीड वियरिंग प्लांट्स के या तो नेकेड सीड्स होते हैं या फ्रूट्स में एनक्लोज्ड सीड्स होते हैं। ये क्लासिफिकेशन का नेक्स्ट क्राइटेरियन है। और लास्ट क्राइटेरियन है प्लांट्स में फ्लावर प्रोड्यूस करने की एबिलिटी। तो इन क्राइटेरिया के बेसिस पे किंगडम प्लांटे को 5 डिविजन्स में क्लासिफाई किया गया है: हेलोफाइटा, ब्रायोफाइटा, टेरिडोफाइटा, जिम्नोस्पर्म और एंजियोस्पर्म। हम इनके बारे में बहुत जल्दी ही डिस्कस करेंगे, पर अभी तक जो हमने पढ़ा उसका जल्दी से रिकैप कर लेते हैं। एनिमेलिया के बाद प्लांटे सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट किंगडम है। किंगडम प्लांटे के ऑर्गेनिज्म मल्टीसेल्युलर, यूकैरियोटिक, ऑटोट्रॉफिक और सीडेंटरी होते हैं। प्लांट्स में सेल वॉल मेजरली सेल्यूलोज से बनता है। प्लांट के क्लासिफिकेशन के क्राइटेरिया हैं वेल डिफरेंशिएटेड प्लांट बॉडी, स्पेशल टिश्यूज फॉर ट्रांसपोर्ट, एबिलिटी टू बियर सीड्स एंड एबिलिटी टू बियर फ्लावर्स। किंगडम प्लांटे को 5 डिविजन्स में क्लासिफाई किया गया है: हेलोफाइटा, ब्रायोफाइटा, टेरिडोफाइटा, जिम्नोस्पर्म और एंजियोस्पर्म। आई होप आपको आज का सेशन अच्छा लगा होगा। हम जल्दी ही मिलेंगे। टिल देन स्टे क्यूरियस एंड कीप एक्सप्लोरिंग।
Yes. So I hope you liked this video in fact. So let us go back. Let us go back to our PPT. Yes, so here we are. So you will see what are our bases of classification. How can we classify these species, mean these number of species which are in millions, and on what basis? Let's see. Presence or absence of organ. First criteria, whether the organs are present or not. Presence or absence of separate conducting tissue. Separate conducting tissue meaning xylem and phloem. Xylem which provides water, that is from roots to the leaves, from downward to the upper portion. And phloem which provides food, that is from leaves to the roots. Whether the seeds are enclosed in a fruit or not, we have to check with that as well. Absence or presence of flowers, fruits and seeds. Yes, interesting, right? So class, I want you to remember or think critically about this, but on what basis we are classifying the plants. So these are the bases on which we are classifying the plants. You should think always critically, because classifying is not an easy job. You need to have a basis or a root or the concept on which you can do so. So always remember that you have to think critically, or those scientists which did this, they thought critically, right? And while studying this chapter also, analyze and think in such a manner, like what is the basis of classification. If they are having seeds, they are in this division. If they are not having seeds, they are in that division. If they are having a fruit, they are in this division. If they are not having a fruit, they are in some another division. Can be anything. So always remember to think critically. Yes, so I have a video for this. Hope you like this. Let's go ahead. Just give me 2 minutes, it will open.
Hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you never miss an update from Neela Bagore tutorial. From this video, we are starting with the new chapter, that is Plant Kingdom. Or we can also write it as Kingdom Plant. This is our third chapter in this unit of diversity. Now, whenever we use the term plants, the thing or the structure that appears to us or comes to our mind is something green, which is performing photosynthesis. But we will try to understand the basic classification before we actually take up all individual plant groups. But there are certain things which are going to remain common whenever we talk about plants. That means all the members in this kingdom, they are photosynthetic, they perform photosynthesis, and for performing photosynthesis, they have chlorophyll, that is the pigment, green pigment, which is essential for photosynthesis. Apart from chlorophyll, there can be other accessory pigments which we'll take up a little later also. And all of them, they are going to have cell wall, which is made up of cellulose. So these are few common structures. The sex organs are going to be multicellular and jacketed. Sex organs are normally multicellular and jacketed. That means they are covered with certain structures or multiple cells, with few exceptions that we will also discuss. So these are some general characters. Now let us talk about some brief classification. The first classification that we are talking of is the general, and then the next one will be the little technical. Now this classification is, where are these plants found? If they are found in water, we would call them aquatic plants, and the ones which are on land, they are called the land plants. So this is just one classification based on habitat. In aquatic, normally algae are included, and under algae we would be talking about green algae, red algae, and brown algae. So we would be discussing about these three types of algae. Land plants, they are further classified on the basis of whether they have vascular tissue or not. Vascular tissue means xylem and phloem. So here, xylem and phloem is absent. These are the bryophytes, or we could...
Yes, remove your notebooks and note this down. is a very important classification of plants. And on what basis? Just see how this teacher is explaining.
Them under group Bryophyta, in which we would be talking about mosses and liverworts. That means the second group is where xylem and phloem are present. So this is the second group. Now this group is further divided on the basis of how are they going to reproduce. If they reproduce by spore formation, then that group is Pteridophyta. And in this group, we would include ferns. And the next is reproduction by seed formation. And this is known as Spermatophyta. Now, Spermatophyta is further divided into two groups on the basis of where the seeds are. If the seeds are naked, not covered in any fruit, then that group is of gymnosperms. Here, naked seeds are there, whereas the other group is of angiosperms, where the seeds are in fruits. They are covered seeds. The seeds are going to be enclosed inside the fruit. And angiosperm is further divided into dicot and monocot depending upon how many cotyledons are there in these seeds. So this classification is a very basic classification. Let us talk about one more classification. So now here we are classifying the plants on the basis of what kind of body they have. And here the main groups are cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams include those plants which are non-seed producing. Now we can combine these two classifications also. Let us first draw this and then we'll compare the two. That means here there are plants which are going to reproduce, but seed formation is not going to take place. So in this, Thallophyta, in which algae would be included. The second group is of Bryophyta, where moss and liverworts are included, and the third group is of Pteridophyta, in which ferns are going to get included. So here we would have Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. And they reproduce by formation of simple structures which are called the spores, but no seed formation. And phanerogams, or they are also known as Spermatophyta. Here, seeds are produced. So these are the seed producing plants. And now
Yes, class. Let us continue with our PPT. Yes. So I want you to solve these questions, which is given in the Google form. I hope you will like it. And click on the submit button. And as soon as you click, that form will get submitted to me. So your homework for today is do practice question 1 and 2 from page number 80 of your science textbook. Science Grade 9 textbook. Thank you. Hope you have a great day and all the best.